Hello friends, I am here Kripa Shankar once again with you. We would like to inform you that the content on studentsrunway.com is exclusively compiled for distribution solely on studentsrunway.com. You may use the content for personal learning or pass it on to your friends, but please do not use it for any commercial or institutional use without acquiring prior authorization. Any tampering of watermarks of studentsrunway.com or Kripa Coaching is liable for legal action. This is Kripa signing off. Thank you very much. All the best.
Now this chap is in a crabby mood and is looking askance at somebody. C-R-A-B-B-Y. Crabby, cross and complaining, peevish, ill-tempered, peevish, very petty-minded, hot-tempered, easily irritated, querulous, grumpy, complaining, irritable, hot-headed, ill-humored, sullen, surly, and waspish. Sullen, S-U-L-L-E-N. Surly, S-U-R-L-Y. Waspish. Surly means very bad, rude-tempered, bad-tempered, hostile, gloomy, threatening, morose, testy. So, churlish, crusty, grouchy, gruff, ill-natured, sulking, unfriendly. So these are words we come across. Don't try to write all this down. Just listen, because once you listen, you should be able to, understand. Look at the picture. He is sullen, morose, sulky, waspish, crabby, querulous, complaining, peevish. Oh my God, lot of words. This is another woman with a crabby and a peevish temperament. And temperament means the habitual mood. This is a petard. P-E-T-A-R-D. Petard is a firecracker, an explosive. Squib. S-Q-U-I-B. A squib means a firecracker that burns with a hissing and spurting noise before exploding. And a squib also means a lampoon, a short and witty attack in words, a lampoon, a satire. L-A-M-P-O-O-N. Lampoon. Squib means a firecracker, squib means a lampoon, and a lampoon is a piece of satirical writing attacking or ridiculing somebody. Synonyms are satire, parody, squib. This is a picture of a crag. A crag is a steep, rugged rock that rises above others or projects from a rock mass. So a jutting rock, a peak, cliff, precipice. So that's a crag, jutting rock. This is the bluff side of a hill. That means the steep fall is there, and it is also called, it can be called a crag, C-R-A-G. This person has a craggy face, C-R-A-G-G-Y. Craggy means having many crags or steep and rugged, very rough and jagged. So craggy faced, that means the lines are very deep and the contours are rough. This is the picture of a tenement actually. T-E-N-E-T-E-N-E-M-E-N-T. A tenement is a place, basically a poor quality apartment where minorities are usually concentrated. That part of the city is called a ghetto. G-H-E-T-T-O. A ghetto is something like an urban slum. Any section of a city in which many members of the minority group live, and they are restricted and overpopulated, and that is a ghetto, an urban slum. And a tenement is a poor quality apartment, run-down buildings. Those are called tenements in the slums or ghettos. This is a cramped minibus, totally cramped, C-R-A-M-P. Cramped means something that is packed too tightly without any space for movement. A cramp also would mean a painful involuntary contraction of the muscle, cramps. Okay, partial local paralysis. Or cramp can mean something that is confined and restricted and hampered and no scope for movement, a cramped condition. This is a mountain ranger. A ranger, R-A-N-G-E-R. A ranger is a person who wanders around. Mountain ranger is an adventurer or a wanderer. A ranger also means mounted troops, cavalry, police or soldier on horseback. And a ranger also means a forest ranger, for forest warden, game warden, or a woodsman. And this fellow is a mountain ranger, and his shoes are called crampons, Crampon. A crampon is iron hooks. The shoes which have these iron hooks, they prevent from slipping. This is an alcove in a house, ALCOVE. You see a recessed section of a room. There is a recess in the wall, and there is a cupboard that has been put into that recess. That's an alcove. A recessed section of a room. Synonyms for alcove are niche, nook, N-I-C-H-E, niche, nook, recess, a cubicle, a bay, a recess. This is a cranny, C-R-A-N-N-Y. A cranny is a narrow passage like a recess, C-R-A-N-N-Y. A small narrow opening, a crack in the wall, a crevice. A niche, nook, or recess are synonyms for a cranny. This is the table in a casino, and there are some bets being placed here, and the person who is in charge of the casino table, croupier, C-R-O-U-P-I-E-R, a person in charge of the gaming table who rakes in and pays out the money, the banker, the dealer who is in charge, he rakes in. A rake is the tool you can see on the picture, a long handled tool. Usually it has teeth or prongs at one end, and gardeners use that for gathering loose grass and leaves and all that. And that's a rake. Remember also, a rake also means a debauched person, a lecher. A rake means a person who has no sexual morality, a very dissolute, debauched man. A roue, R-O-U-E, a debauched, lecher, L-E-C-H-E-R, libertine, or playboy, profligate, sensualist, womanizer, philanderer, Don Juan, Casanova, Lothario. So a rake is a man who has no sexual morality, flirts a lot, and a rake also is a pronged implement that is used in a lawn or maybe just to collect things. And here the croupier also uses a rake to collect the ante and maybe the dice and all that. This is the picture of a crater. You must be knowing what a crater is. A large pit or cavity, a bowl-shaped cavity at the mouth of a volcano, or when a bomb explodes or a fallen meteor can create such a pit, a cavity or abyss. Of course, an abyss is much deeper. This person is wearing a cravat, C-R-A-V-A-T. A cravat is a tie, a neckerchief, necktie. This person is also wearing a cravat, and he is wearing a vest, and he is donning or maybe doffing the hat. We can't make out. Don means to put on the hat. Doff, D-O-F-F, means to remove the hat. Don, doff, antonyms. This is a picture you see of a person who is a drug addict, and he is craving. You see the picture of the brain. Well, I just want you to associate a person who is going wild because he is not having his regular fix, the dose of drug. So he is craving for a drug and creating a big ruckus. Craving means an intense and prolonged desire, yearning for something, a food or even a drug. Drug addicts crave, yearn, Y-E-A-R-N, yearn. Longing, hankering, H-A-N-K-E-R, hankering, thirsting, yen, Y-E-N. Yen means longing, craving or hunger, desiring something. Yen, hanker, crave, yearn, longing. There's a cartoon about. That's the last time I go grocery shopping, when I get a craving. She's done such a lot of shopping, this fellow is shocked. This is a puppy which is craving some attention, longing for some attention, craving for some attention.
Hello friends, Kripa Shankar here again with you. We thank you for your interest in Kripa Coaching and studentsrunway.com. If you find our content useful, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope you give us a +1 on Google. You could also subscribe to our email list and be notified upon new updates. Thank you. This is Krupashankar signing off. Good luck.